going on, parents and teachers, and welcome to Math Help with Miss McCarthy. I'm so excited that you are here today. Just so you know, these episodes are actually powered by teachers and parents of 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders just like you. Now, parents, you know how your child brings home math homework and you're looking at the problem and you're like, oh geez, I don't even know what to do with this. And teachers, maybe you're looking ahead to the next lesson or the next unit like, oh my goodness, how in the world am I going to help my students break this down? That's exactly why I've created these YouTube episodes just for you, and you can submit your problem by going to mccarthymathacademy.com/mathhelp. When you do that, you'll be able to access the entire playlist of videos that I have, plus you'll also be able to submit your questions there. Now we're about to walk through a problem together, and after we do that, I'm going to bring you on over to my website and show you a sneak peek into the members area, where I have tons of video lessons and student guides for the skill that we're working on today, plus other 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade skills. So you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for that. And the cool thing is, if your question is chosen to be in an upcoming episode, you'll get complimentary access to the gold plan or to one of the family plans available, your choice, so you can check out the members area for yourself. Ooh, I'm so excited. Let's go ahead and get to today's question and let me teach ya. Today's problem comes from a 5th grade parent in Lake County, Florida. This parent asked if I could solve a problem like this: to find the product of 2/3 and 1/4 using an area model. All right, I love using area models when it comes to multiplying fractions. You know, I often hear people saying, oh, this new way of doing math, this new way of doing math. Yes, it might be new. I know I didn't solve problems like this using an area model, but it really does, when you understand this, you understand what exactly it is that you're doing. It's not just tricks with math. We're actually doing something real and concrete, and in today's episode, we're going to walk through that. So this says to find the product. The product is the total when you multiply of 2/3 and 1/4. So here's how you do it. We have fractions less than 1, so we're just going to be considering 1 whole. So I'm just creating a whole. Okay, so now I'm going to take the first fraction, 2/3, and I'm just going to model 2/3 here. This looks pretty even, and all we gotta do is just shade in what we're considering. We've got 2/3. There's 1/3 and 2/3. And now for the next fraction, we have 1/4. So really we're finding 2/3 of 1/4. We just need to figure out the 1/4 part of it. And I need to model the 1/4 by thinking about it the other way. So I just went horizontally for 2/3. Now I need to go vertically for my 1/4. So let me split it in half. That would be 1/2. And then break it into fourths. So now you can see we have 1, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. Now I just have to be careful when I'm shading in here because I'm only shading in one of those fourths. So 1/4, just like this. Okay, and you might be thinking, wow, this is great. What exactly are we doing here? Well, what we're doing is we're finding where these two meet, okay, where they overlap. And that is right here. I'm boxing in the part where the red and the green, or 2/3 and 1/4, have met. And you can see that that is 2 parts. That's going to be our numerator. Out of how many total parts? Well, if we counted this, we would have 4, 8, 12 total squares. So that would be 2/12. So finding the product of 2/3 and 1/4, or 2/3 of 1/4, would be 2/12. That's our answer. Now you might remember using standard algorithm, which is like this. And I say that when we multiply fractions, we just fly across and multiply. So 2 times 1 is 2 in the numerator, and 3 times 4 is 12 in the denominator. So there we go with 2 different ways. This is more of like the standard algorithm, which is totally fine to be using. But students in 5th grade do need to be familiar with the area model as well. So that is how you can solve this problem. As a teacher or a parent, you might be thinking, I understand what you did with the standard algorithm, Miss McCarthy, but I definitely need some more practice so I can lock in the skill for area model, or my students might need more practice with this, okay? So whether you are a teacher or a parent, I've got 2 different websites above for you to go to, 2 different links. The first first one says /teacher. The other one says mccarthymathacademy.com/family. That's for parents. Both of them are very similar. The only difference is the way that they're organized. We're going to take a peek inside the teacher version of the membership, which is organized by benchmarks. For families, though, they're organized by units. So you would just find the unit that says something about multiplying by fractions, and you will see exactly what you need there. So let's take a peek inside the teacher membership. All right, so after you have signed up for one of the plans, you'll just click on either, if you signed up for the teacher membership with the bronze, silver, or the gold, you'll click here. And for the family membership, you'll click here, the family edition. We're going to take a look at the bronze level of resources for the teachers, which includes the video lessons and printable student guides. We are working on 5th grade today, so I'll select 5th grade. And we were working in the fraction strand, teachers. And the fraction strand that we were working on was right here, multiplying fractions. So let's click that. This is the benchmark that we're working on today. So we can see here how these are the bronze resources. Parents, again, it'll look very similar to this. You'll have the student guide on one side, the video lessons on the other side too. You just click print and follow along with me. So multiplying fractions less than 1, that's what we did today. And check this out. We are working on the standard algorithm and where they overlap with the area model. So even more practice there. How about when we're multiplying fractions greater than 1? What does that look like? And multiplying fractions that may require an extra step. So you can see there's 3 more follow-up video lessons. If you're a teacher, you can use these inside of your classroom. If you're a parent, this is a friendly and affordable alternative to tutoring. You can sit down with your child and walk through these videos. This is just for one benchmark too. And I have them for all of Florida's best standards for math. The best standards, by the way, are the standards that are assessed on the FAST math test. Thank you so much for watching this episode today. I'm super pumped that this 5th grade parent sent me this question because I know that if you're watching this video, you had the same question. And thanks to this parent, you were able to get the support that you need. If you found value in this video, that one of the best things that you can do is just to like this video. It lets YouTube and me know that you enjoy seeing content like this. So thank you so much for liking this video. Share it with somebody that you know, either a teacher that you know or parents of 5th graders that you know. And also feel free to subscribe. That way you're the first to know when I release a new video. I hope to either see you in an upcoming YouTube episode or inside of the members area. See you next time.